Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Middle. Line.
Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here's Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Oh, what a move.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
20 TX.
Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Hey, double. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Ready, shot.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's who is going to change things up.
Come on, 2. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Smith. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
No ball, no ball. 13 next.
They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Strike. 13 next.
Now Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tua going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Throwing is Smith. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Back to throw, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
To the air again, Smith.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing now is Geno. This is caught.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett taking it in.
And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Tua going to change the play.
20, TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it.
That'll be caught by Hill.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that's